In the document window, I've opened the two-column fixed-width layout that I saved as index.html in the root of my predefined layout site. I want to start replacing the default text with my own, but before doing that, I need to set the title of the web page. That's here in the document toolbar, Title. By default, Dreamweaver inserts Untitled Document, and this is what appears in the tab of the browser or in the title bar, and it's also used by search engines. So having Untitled Document in there looks very unprofessional. I'm going to change it to California's Natural Heritage. And then just press Enter to make sure that it's changed. If we open Split View and go right up to the top of the document, you can see that we now have the title tag has California's Natural Heritage in there. That's inside the head of the document. At the top left of the page is an image placeholder for a logo. Now let's see what the instructions say about that logo. I'll just go into Design View and then Logo Replacement down here. And it says that an image placeholder was used in this layout in the header where you'll likely want to place a logo. It's recommended that you remove the placeholder and replace it with your own linked logo. Right, so what I'm going to do is to select that placeholder there and press Delete on my keyboard. It's gone. Now before I put an image back in place of that logo, I want to create a main heading for the page. So without moving the cursor, type California's Natural Heritage. Now down here in the Property Inspector, make sure that the HTML button is selected and it says Format None. I want to change that into a top-level heading, so select Heading 1. And that's now the page's main heading. When inserting elements into web pages, it's very important to understand where the insertion point is. So I'm going to open Split View again, and you can see that the insertion point is at the end of California's Natural Heritage. What I want to do is to put the image between this div tag and the h1 tag. And there are several ways in which you can do that, but I find a very convenient way is to select the tag in the tag selector at the bottom of the document window, and then press the left arrow key once. And my insertion point has now moved outside of that h1 tag. So I'm now ready to insert an image. I'm going to go to the Insert menu and select Image, and that will open the Select Image Source dialog box. And I need to go to the Images folder, and the one I want is called Chicory. And just click OK. Then Dreamweaver presents me with the Image Tag Accessibility Attributes dialog box. You need to put in alternate text for images for the benefit of people using screen readers or non-visual browsers. This is an important accessibility attribute that you need to put in. So the alternate text I'm going to put in is chicory with pinecone, and then click OK. If you're using a logo or an image in the top part of your web page, it's very common to turn it into a link so that it links back to the main page. So what I'm going to do is, with the image still selected, down here in the Property Inspector alongside the link field, I'm going to click this little folder icon and then go to the site root, select Index, click OK, and that makes the link index.html. So if people click this in other pages, they'll be returned to the home page. And in the underlying HTML, Dreamweaver has wrapped the image tag in an A tag, which is a link. The position of the image and the main heading looks a bit odd at the moment, but I'm not going to worry about that. The text content for this page is in the course assets, so go to the predefined layout folder of your course assets, and in the site assets there's either rich text format or Word docs. If you've got Microsoft Word, use the Word docs folder. If you don't have Word, use the rich text format folder and select the index page. Double-click that to open it. Let's just bring that across from my other screen, and then copy the first paragraph and copy it to your clipboard. And then go back to Dreamweaver and change to Design View. Scroll down a bit and select all the text in this sidebar. And then press Ctrl-Shift-V on Windows or Command-Shift-V on a Mac to open the Paste Special dialog box and select Text with Structure, Paragraphs, Lists and Tables. It's automatically selected for me there, and click OK. And that's replaced the original text with my own text there. Then back in the Word document, let's select everything from Escape from the City down to the bottom and copy that. Go back to Dreamweaver and select everything in the main content area and do Ctrl-Shift-V or Command-Shift-V again. Select Text with Structure, OK, and put your cursor up there and you should see that it is formatted automatically as Heading 2. That's because I used the Word document which already had a Heading 2 in it, but if you use the rich text format version, change this down here in the Format menu to Heading 2 with your cursor inside Escape from the City. On the left here we've got a series of links, so let's change those. Select that and change it to Home. And then down here in the Property Inspector, in Link, remove the hash sign and type index.html. And the second one will make it Yosemite, and again Yosemite.html. And link 3 will make Sequoia. And down in the link, Sequoia.html. Notice that I'm using lowercase all the time for the names. And link 4, Kings Canyon. And then down in the link, Kings Canyon all as one word. And again, all lowercase, .html. Now I want 2 more links in my menu here, so put the insertion point right at the end of Kings Canyon and press Enter or Return. And it doesn't look as though it's creating a link, but let's start typing. And I'm going to type Death Valley. Now the reason that it doesn't look the same as the others is because there is no link. So let's just select the words Death Valley, and then in the link field type Death Valley all as one word, .html, and press Enter or Return, and it's now styled as a link. We'll do that again. We'll put one for Joshua Tree at the end and select that, and then in the link again Joshua Tree all as one word, .html. And as soon as I move out of there, you can see that everything is styled as a link in that menu. The footer in a web page is normally used for copyright or contact details, so I'm going to go right down to the bottom and select all the text in the footer. And I created all the text and images for this site, so I'm going to put a copyright notice in and type copyright, and I need to put in a copyright symbol. And the way in which I'm going to do that is to open the Insert panel and then go to Text, and then right down at the bottom we've got this Characters. If I click that down arrow there, you'll see that there's copyright there. Just click that and it's put copyright in there. Put the cursor back in and then the year 2012 and my name David Powers. And then save all your hard work. So you've added a title to the page, inserted a main heading and an image that links back to the main page. You've also seen how to use Paste Special to retain formatting of text that's copied in from Microsoft Word, created some new links in the menu, and added a copyright notice in the footer. That's a lot of good work done, but of course more needs to be done to make this page look better.